Hi, this is Felipe Azar and welcome to Second Earth Alternative. So we're going to do things a little bit different today. We're going to be doing all kinds of moving shots. We're going to be active, we're going to be fast, we're going to be quick, we're going to have drone shots, we're going to have animal shots. We're basically going to be doing everything that made YouTube what it is. Basically going to do everything that YouTube was made out of, what created YouTube, what made YouTube the platform that it claims to be. So a big prerogative in this episode is to be giving you guys facts. Susan Wojcicki was talking about how she really, in the new YouTube platform, she really prizes education. So education is very important for us too. So everything in this episode, you can fact check every single thing that we say. We believe we're gonna give you nothing but the truth, nothing but facts. So let's see what's up. Channel be out of commission for almost 3-4 months, right? Well, YouTube claimed to me that my channel has to be reviewed before it can be monetized. Now, before, in the way that YouTube was doing it earlier, it usually took about 1 week. They told me it would take up till the end of January. Then at January, they told me it would take at the end of February. Here we are, mid-March, and I have no capability of doing anything with my video. Now you have to understand how discouraging this can be after you're making 63 videos, after you have a video that's been ranked #1 for the term artificial intelligence on YouTube for over 2 weeks, garnishing over 600,000 views, and not being able to do anything with that channel. It will drive a person insane. Regardless of whether YouTube agrees or doesn't agree with the contents of the channel, they have a responsibility. And especially becoming a platform that is going to overtake television, they have a responsibility for essentially holding to our freedom of speech. Now, I think this channel has been actually very factual and very truthful and almost predictive in many instances. For example, we were talking about Christopher Mellon, the individual who had worked at the NRO, because of his credibility. And we were discussing him as an individual who to possibly trust with this UFO information. And then sure enough, the New York Times then talks about him 6 months later, right? Discussing about his involvement with To the Stars Academy program and the whole UFO disclosure. And then also we mentioned Robert Bigelow, right? The aerospace billionaire, because he has a very interesting logo in his building that shows what looks like a gray alien. And we discussed how we believe that Bob Bigelow might be involved with working with possibly interest groups that are involved with extraterrestrials. And then sure enough, 60 Minutes with Laura Logan interviews him, and this is months after we published this, talking about how Robert Bigelow believes in UFOs. So we're predictively right about that as well. I mean, doesn't that seem crazy in this modern day of information where every single day, every technical development that's occurring matters? That every day matters, that we're in a highly technical world in which things are changing and happening on an everyday basis. So waiting for your channel to be monetized for a quarter of a year, creators are pissed. And they're having to make videos like this complaining about YouTube. And look, everybody knows that we're being completely underpaid based on the advertisements, so come on. Just, what's going on here? What's going on? You wanna go for a walk? Go. You wanna go for a walk? Wait, you gotta stop there. Wait for me. Oh, that's a good girl. This is what this is really about, right? It's not about wanting to cheat one candidate over another. It's really supporting one particular candidate long before the other candidates, and then not being particularly against the other candidate, but then as the elections are happening, you slowly start seeing things, you talk about it in your channel, and then sure enough, it happens. For example, we're talking about the Democratic National Convention potentially being corrupted, and then after we talked about the DNC possibly being corrupted, well, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who headed the DNC, gets kicked out. And then after Debbie Wasserman Schultz was ousted for the corruption that was happening, then Donna Brazile took her place, and Donna Brazile was caught giving debate questions to the same candidate.
I have to tell you, I was surprised when you apologized for passing debate questions onto the Hillary camp.
Why we surprised?
And later wrote a book about how she felt threatened in that situation.
Were the Russians involved, in your opinion, I know this hasn't been resolved yet, in Seth Rich's death? Yes, no, or I don't know?
I don't know. I'm not part of the investigative team, but I can tell you this much, and thank you for asking about Seth. He was my child. I loved him. He worked in the Voting Rights Division. I was the vice chair over that division. He was one of two staff people. I love him. I miss him. He was a patriot, and I hope to God we find out who murdered Seth Rich.
You wrote in the book you feel responsible for his death.
Because he was my child.
I understand.
Don't make me cry.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to do
my
that.
child.
Let me just say, y'all.
July 10th.
Yeah.
He was my child. Mark, I have been in politics all my adult life. The only children I have are the children that I've hired.
So the question is, why are we talking about the Russian interference when really we should be talking about how the whole Democratic National Convention, a platform that's supposed to be democratic to represent candidates in a democratic way where people can vote honestly, that the whole damn system was corrupted twice with two different people heading it. Should we not be talking about that? Now look, I'm not trying to sidestep the fact that Russia absolutely invaded in our elections. I mean, this is a huge issue. People need to talk about the subject of foreign countries getting involved in our elections. For example, there's no way we should have ever allowed people from Saudi Arabia to donate to certain candidates. So yeah, it's bad when people intermix in our elections. You know, it's bad when Saudi Arabia gives us money for certain candidates. It's bad when Russia comes in and decides to give us information. Just a thought. In a quarter of a year, in a highly technological, highly information sensitive world, and they don't say a word. My channel is in purgatory. It is both alive and dead at the same time. So the true question is, has this channel ever really been honestly deceitful for the people? Because whether we've been more wrong or more right, I mean, I really think we've been unbelievably, we have a great track record on this channel, and a lot of information that has been almost prophetic in a way. It's like, I just honestly think that at the very least you could talk to the creators. You can give them an email as opposed to, oh yeah, we're gonna get your applications in January. No, we're gonna get your applications in February. No, February, then no word. No word. Because there have been various channels that have been possibly taken down, there have been various channels that have been threatened. I'm worried that there's a huge Second Amendment issue happening. YouTube is about to overtake television. So yeah, you guys have a monopoly. Funny, right? How that works. So are YouTube channels being censored? Yes, possibly they are. Are they being discouraged? Yes, definitely they are. And please fact check me with that one. I want the Wikipedia citation in there too. Now, I can't end this video just talking politics, right? So to end this video, I gotta make it like YouTube has made it big. What made YouTube so big, and all the thousands and millions and hundreds of millions of views and all that gargantuous money that they can do whatever they want with all this money. What was it from? Cat videos. So let's roll it.